Oh shit, man. Kagami and Akashi blah, 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 got both of the squads jumping, man. The shit is just ridiculous. Anyway, Akashi's ass, he got humbled real quick. He apologized to people, bowed his head. He was like, I'm sorry. What and they really went into more details about exactly what happened. When he was playing with his old team with the Generation of Miracles, they were doing good. Turns out they were doing better before. But what happened was everybody started getting better. And Akashi was like, yo, if they get better than me, this shit might be over. They might leave, whatever. So he started trying to rule and keep everybody in position, keep everybody in check, try to be the best player on the fucking court. And to be honest, he kind of is. And he said, if I don't keep it that way, they might leave me behind. He said, all I'm doing is fucking passing. Like, if you watch the show and watch Akashi before he goes psycho, all I seen him doing was passing. Especially when we seen him playing with Kuroko. He kept passing to Kuroko and, passing. That's all we seen him doing. He could shoot and everything else, but he was more of a team player. If he didn't need to take the shot, he wouldn't take the shot. If he seen somebody else in a better position, he'd give it to him. That's what it seemed like. So that's what happened. Anyway, he's playing with he gets back on the court and everybody's like, are you sure you ready for this? He said, I'm ready. He said, don't worry about a motherfucking thing. I'm ready. So he gets back on the court. He's coming for Kagami, and Kagami's like, oh shit, what the fuck going on? He said, this guy looks completely different, right? And he did change his whole style of play. He comes towards Kagami. All you see is smoke. That's it. And then Akashi said, don't call me Akashi no more. He said, my new name is Smoke Dizzer. Did this fucking spin on Kagami. He said, whoop. When the shoulder went down like that, I was like, oh, damn. Did the fucking spin? Kagami went all the way on the other side of the fucking court. He was sitting. This motherfucker went so far out. He went into the damn stands and was sitting with the people like this. He was sitting in the damn benches like this with the people watching the game. He's watching the game with the fucking audience like this. He crossed him over so bad. He didn't ankle break him. He just crossed him over so fucking bad. My boy was all the way up at the top of the damn stands watching it with the common folk. Damn. Anyway, he passes the ball to Earth, Wind, and Fire. And the dude's like, the hell? He said, something ain't right. He said, dude's a good pass. It was right where I needed it. So he shoots, he makes it. And what happened was they have a little conversation with Akashi, right? And Akashi says, yeah, I'm playing a little bit different now. He said, and then he went to the zone and he says, but even though I'm in the zone, he said, it ain't gonna be like before. You ain't got to worry about me. When he was in the zone before, he was crushing him by himself. But that wouldn't work now because they already got his card. He says, you need to worry about my fucking squad. And they all stood like this, like they were the fucking Power Rangers or something like that. I love that part. Not only that, everybody was in a quasi zone. They looked and they said, everybody's in the zone. What happened was Akashi's playing so good in terms of teamwork. He's bringing the best out of his team. All those good passes, he's putting them right where they need it to be. He's making it so they can make the plays where they need to make them. Like, what's that dude? Double Dribble, whatever his name is. He did the 5-finger lightning shit, whatever. Even though he couldn't compete with Kagami, when he got the pass and he was right where he needed to be, in the situation that he needed to be in, he started playing better. That makes perfect sense. He was helping his squad set everybody up. It was sort of like Haikyuu, putting that damn ball right where you fucking need it. And when you put it where they need it, man, they can play their best. They can play the style that they need to play. So everybody went into a quasi zone. They said that in this series, only certain people go into the zone, which is weird to me because I thought that everybody can go into the zone in real life, in certain conditions, under certain situations. Anyway, they said to what's the name? Rico. Is that her name? Rico? Damn, I haven't said that name in so long I can't even remember. I think it's Rico. But anyway, she was up. She explained what happened. She said they're not in the full zone. She said they're in the quasi zone. Akashi is upping their level by putting the ball where they needed to be, or in organizing the team. Then when you look at it closely, their eyes aren't red. When the people was in the zone, their eyes were red. Their eyes are pink. Akashi's eyes is red. Theirs are pink. So they're in the quasi zone. Not only that, she said, well, the players that's on this team are part of the 5 uncrowned kings. These aren't ordinary players either. He said they might not be able to make it to the full zone, but these aren't ordinary players either. Now, we looked at Amine, and he's up there crying like a bitch. He said that's the reason why I couldn't get to zone 2. I thought last time was zone 2 because they needed a second man. That wasn't the case. I mean, it was similar to it, though. I was very close. I thought he was in zone 2 last episode. He's in zone 2 now. But Amine looked, and he says, that's what the fuck it is. Oh, no. Hold on. Let me rewind. Akashi smashing these motherfuckers, and they say, yo, we got to do something. We getting fucked in the ass right now. No butter, no grease. And then you see, what's that dude, Ogiwara? Everybody thought that it was done. And Ogiwara said, yo, Kuroko, you got this, man. You better not give up on me. And Kuroko says, we can't stop. He said, we done came too far, right? And not only that, everybody started cheering for him. Because the people that earned their respect, such as the Generation of Miracles, they earned their respect. The only person that wasn't cheering for him was Murasaki Bara. Everybody else cheered for him, even Amine. He said, man, y'all beat me. He said, you better not lose to Rakuzan, right? He said, fuck Rakuzan up. He said, fuck them boys up. Kuroko's old buddy said, fuck Rakuzan up. Anyway, I like the fact that Murasaki Bara didn't, because they started really elaborating on who Murasaki Bara is. Murasaki Bara really is a fucking kid. Like, when we thought that Amine was bad, we found out it was Murasaki Bara in the first place. And now they really displaying his personality now. He wouldn't cheer for Kuroko. He said, man, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? And he's still a good dude at heart. But really, they showing exactly, like, we thought Amine was bad. It was really Murasaki Bara, and they showing it even right now. So they keeping it up. It's not an ass pull. It was really Murasaki Bara from the beginning. And even now. But anyway, everybody's cheering for him. They said, yo, we can't give up. And when people cheer for you, let's keep it real. That does bring your level up a little bit. Now, they did whatever they could to hold Rakuzan off to give Kagami a little break. Kagami got a little bit of break. And when he was sliding into zone 2, he was so close to zone 2. And he thought about it, and he found out the gatekeeper was Kuroko, right? Now, Kuroko was syncing his style with Kagami. He was syncing his gameplay with Kagami. And then he realized, oh, we need to sync our play amongst the whole team. You understand? That's what it was. So I was thinking that you had to have like a Dennis Rodman. No, you got to have the whole team, the whole squad playing with you. So they brought it up another level. It was a next level. It wasn't just one or two people, with you, helping you get there. It's the whole squad. They got to work and they got to gel, which makes sense. And that's exactly what Akashi is doing. He's syncing with his squad. Not to the level that Kagami and them are. And on top of that, he's never done it before until this game. So basically, Akashi's team is really in a quasi zone 2 or true zone. Akashi seen what was going on. He said, this is the true zone. He said, the reason why I don't want to call the first one zone, because this is what the zone should really be. He said, this is what it should really be. He said, zone for one person is great in a one-on-one game. He said, but when you're playing with a team, this is what it really should be. It really shouldn't. Zone 1 is really just a quasi zone 2. That's what he's trying to say. So anyway, Kuroko is using his Emperor Eye to, his quasi Emperor Eye. And then we find out that the other teammates are using it. I guess Kagami, he said he had to talk with everybody. And I'm guessing he's telling everybody, we got to sync our play. and they have been playing with each other very much. For a lot in the past little while, and they're very close in terms of relationship. They're very close in terms of being teammates. So they're really able to sync themselves, and they didn't realize until just now. They said, "Yo, let's play together." Kagami went back into the zone. They were able to shut down Rakuzan a little bit, and they figured out what the fuck is going on. They're saying they're able to shut us down. How is that? Each of them is able to, and they say just by looking at the other player, to sync themselves and realize what the other person is doing and be able to do it. They said without thinking, we're so used to each other playing, and now that we're focusing on syncing with each other, that I don't need to know what he's trying to do. I can tell just by looking at him, and I can go ahead and set him up. I can set Kagami up without even thinking, which means that my movement is going to be a lot faster, a lot sharper. Our play is going to be a lot quicker, a lot sharper. It's not going to be a telltale type of play, which makes it hard for Emperor Eye. Now, what we should call him Akashi's doing, on the other hand, is he's watching their team and watching his team and using his Emperor Eye in that way. The first time he was using his Emperor Eye only on the opposing teammates and using that in order to be able to make better plays for himself. Now he's using that for his team and him, which is pretty much a quasi zone 2. So Kagami, he goes into zone 2, and it wasn't just him. The whole squad is basically in the zone because they're syncing with each other. He does this sweet-ass thing where he crosses over, he goes whoop, whoop, and the whole fucking stadium goes, it just disappears. It's just like, it's just like becomes transparent. It's like he's playing in outer space. When he does that, when he goes wham like that, oh my fucking Lord. God damn. He was doing the whip on these motherfuckers. Whatever that dance is called, the one that you see on Vine every 2 minutes. Anyway, crossed the shit out of them, and they started making the comeback. Now, Akashi's looking, and he's keeping track of what's going on. So, and being that his team's not in zone 2 and none of them is in real zone, what he did was he's using his Emperor Eye even more so on the team and his team, and he's trying to guide his teammates. As he see what's going on, he's shouting to his teammates. He said, "Yo, this is what's getting ready to happen. You know, do this, do that, do this, do that," right? And it's helping, but they still being shut down. Now, they're only 5 points behind. So if they can score 1 2-pointer, that means all Hyuga got to do is score 1-3, and then now they're going into overtime, or they could win. You know, if they got enough time left. I mean, because they got a little bit of time on the clock. Now Akashi's like, game almost over. We got to put the nail in the coffin. He takes matter into his own hand, breaks the shit up. I think he ankle broke Kagami again, and put the ball in the net. You heard the net pop. The fucking net almost broke. Anyway, after that, he said, "This shit is over." And they said, "No, we ain't giving up." And they were still sinking their attacks. Now, that's where we in right now. They're only a few points behind. Man, that shit was so fucking intense. It was so damn intense. This episode 5 out of 5, like I said, like they keep pulling out. It's like Dragon Ball Z, man. When you keep thinking it's over, it's not over. It's not over, and they keep building up the suspense. The whole time I seen them keep getting rocked, I kept saying, "What's Kuroko going to do? What's Kuroko going to do? When is he going to bring it up to the next level?" Kuroko, if I'm not mistaken, is probably doing, a lot of the coordination with the team, But I really want to see what he can do in the zone, because if that dude, the fake fucking Kuroko, Mizuzu, whatever name, Matubu, whatever his name is, if he could do fucking super alley-oops and shit like that when he's in the quasi zone, I got to see what Kuroko can do in the zone. Kuroko needs to go in the zone. He's a special player. Nobody ever played like him. Well, except for Mizuzu, whatever his name is. But even he's not at Kuroko's level. But I wonder if Kuroko can actually go into the zone. It's kind of weird because I'm hoping he can, because they said this is only for the Generation Miracles. Kuroko played with them, but then they also said that he's, in terms of physical abilities and whatnot, he's subpar. It said, but he was able to utilize what he has to a great advantage. I thought Kuroko was going to use like what was it? Misdirection overflow for their asses, but he didn't. But the team is playing much better altogether anyway, so he doesn't even need to use it. Plus, if he did, then he wouldn't be able to use it again. Good episode, 5 out of 5, man. Let me go ahead and see the comments, see what you guys are talking about. But I really do want to see Kuroko in the zone. I really would like to see that. Also, it looks like he's going to play his old Ogiwara, whatever, his old buddy, one day. So I'm guessing there's going to be another season. But once they beat Rakuzan, I really think they're going to beat him. Once they beat him, I mean, it's like Teppei's going with, how are they going to keep the series going after that? It's going to be like, okay, now we won. Where are we going from this point? It's going to be kind of strange after that point. I still would like to see it, though. And I still would like to see whether what's his name, Akashi can get to zone 2, which he should be able to. He's done everything so far. He's even at a quasi zone 2. So I would believe that if he loses this game, he will get his team to zone 2. You understand? That's what it is. So it's team play. That's what it is, teamwork. All around teamwork. But anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe, because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broken. You got the power to change that. Peace.